Hi, friends, once again. Now we are starting chapter 6, which is crafting a winning business plan. Well, I guess you are aware of that 60% of your course grade is based on a business plan you will be submitting. As I have already told you, that there are over 300 business plans in bplans.com. So that should help you or work as a guideline for how you will be creating your business plan. So, what is going to be the part of a business plan? We are going to discuss in this particular chapter. As I have already told you, you uh, going through at least 4, 5, 6 business plans from bplans.com will help you to understand your assignment better. Apart from that, around 15 business plan will be mailed to you uh, to get you fair idea that what is being expected from you. If I ask you that you have to prepare a business plan, you want to start a restaurant, you want to start a trading business in city center, let's say you want to start buying and selling some electronics, so on and so forth, whatsoever, right? Or you want to start a travel and tourism company, you want to start an advertising business, um, you want to start an insurance brokerage firm, whatever, right? So, in that, how you are going to craft a business plan, right? As I said, failing to plan is planning to fail. So, basically, by preparing a business plan, you are putting everything on paper. You are not leaving anything for chance, right? So you are forcing everything what is going to happen, and you are basically thinking everything about four important aspects: the business itself, the strategic aspect of business, so that you make these strategies to achieve your long-term objectives. Thirdly, the marketing of the business, how you're going to market your product or services. And finally, the financial aspect of the business. I hope you understand. So, a business plan is basically a systematic evaluation of a venture's chances of success. Well, I would say that uh, if you do not have a business plan, you're going to fail. It may not happen, but you are significantly improving the chance of being successful provided you have got a properly crafted business plan. A business plan is a way to determine the risk facing a venture, right? So, if you're planning, you're also foreseeing what is the risk and you have the risk mitigation strategies. It's a game plan for managing a business successfully. If you are having a proper plan, right, then you will be able to make it successful. A tool for comparing actual and target results. If you remember, I told you to have the proper control measures, right, you must have the plans. If you do not have your plans, you won't be able to compare with the actual performance, right? And then you won't be able to have control measures in place. And finally, it's an important tool for attracting capital. If you want funding for your business, right? And if you go to anyone, angel investor, a private equity firm, a financial institution, or even you want to raise funds from crowdfunding platforms, right? You will have to have a properly written business plan. So, there are two essential functions of a business plan. A business plan is basically a written summary of an entrepreneur's proposed business venture, its operational and financial details, its marketing opportunities, and the marketing strategy it is going to make and implement, Its managers' skills and abilities, and secondly, it serves two essential functions: guiding the company by charting its future course and defining its strategy for following it, attracting lenders and investors who will be providing the needed capital. As I said, any lender, any investor, or anybody you are looking finance for, they will always be asking for a business plan. So, a business plan is basically a reflection of its creator. Sometimes the primary benefit of preparing a plan is the realization that a business idea just won't work. Many times, something which is not going to work. If you plan at the planning stage only, you will realize that. And definitely, you will not be proceeding further with that idea. The real value in preparing plan, as much in the plan itself as it in the process of creating it. So this is an important point to note. Why take the time to build a business plan? You should be taking significant amount of time, right, in making the business plan. Although business building a plan does not guarantee success, but it does increase your chance of succeeding in business. A plan is like a road map that serve as a guide on a journey through unfamiliar, harsh, and dangerous territory. Don't attempt to trip without a map. Or, in other words, I would say that normally we do not start a journey without map in hand. So, business, which is a more riskier venture, where there is a risk to your capital, a risk of your time and effort um, going useless. For that purpose, a proper planning would be very, very useful and helpful. Now, this slide number 6 is very, very important. What does your business plan consisting of? For this particular slide, I would say that, you know, as I said, there are over 300 business plans there. You go to one business plan, second business plan, third business plan, you will see that all business plans look different. But essentially, they would be conveying some common messages, right? So, in the first page or the table of content, you will be writing what does your business plan going to consist of. You will be starting your business plan with executive summary. You will be saying in executive summary about rather emotionally about your business plan, that what the big great idea is all about. So executive summary should be explaining your business. Then you may incorporate the strategic aspect of the business. You may have your vision statement, mission statement, core values of your business, right? You may incorporate the company history. For example, you are taking an existing business and it has a history, you may incorporate that. You may include business and industry profile, then business strategy, how strategies you are planning and how it is going to achieve your long term objective. You must describe your products and services. And next thing is you should incorporate your marketing strategy in the business plan. And finally, you should be including the financial aspects, basically the projected income statement or profit and loss account for at least 3 to 5 years, projected balance sheet for at least 3 to 5 years, and a projected cash flow statement for at least 1 year. What these documents are, how they are prepared, what message do they convey, we are going to discuss probably in the last topic we do today. As far as marketing strategy is concerned, basically the major chunk of your business plan must be talking about this. In your business plan, you have to prove all your investors want to see that there exists a market, show customer interest, document market claims with research, describe your target customer, what advertising and promotional tools you're going to utilize, what is your market size and trend. Do write something about the location, if location is so very important for your business. For many businesses it is not. How you're going to do the pricing of your product or services, how competitive it is, or how you're going to make it more competitive, more desirable to your customers, and finally, how you're going to distribute your goods or services. So, this is going to be your marketing strategy you should be incorporating. Apart from that, you should be doing competitor analysis. Who are going to be your close competitors? You may incorporate the owners and managers' resume, who are going to be the owners if they are going to be actively going to work in the business, what experiences they are bringing on the table, what skills they are bringing to the business, and how the business is going to be benefited out of their skill sets. What is going to be plan of operation, how the business operation will be functioning, and then the financial forecast. This I have already discussed with you, right? That you should be incorporating the projected, the future income statement, the projected balance sheet of at least 3 to 5 years, and the cash flow statement for at least 1 year, which must show that business is a cash generating business and it may not be at any point of time would be starved to death for want of cash. And the last thing is the request for funding. Finally, let's say if you're looking for funding from your prospective investors, then you should be asking that whoever is interested could come on board by in making the investment. There are a few tips on preparing a business plan. Nobody wants an imperfect business plan. There are grammatical errors, there are spelling errors, it's not properly uh, presented. Make your plan visually appealing. Leave ample white space in margin. Sometimes you get an opportunity to private equity firm to make presentation of your business plan. So you must leave space so that they make their notes. Make sure a plan has an attractive cover. As you know, first impressions are crucial. Include a table of content that allow readers to navigate your plan easily. Your business plan must have table of contents that what you are incorporate what in the business plan. Write a conversational style and use bullets. So these are a few tips for preparing a good business plan. So more the business plans you have seen apart from bplans.com, you can find thousands of business plans on the net. Thousands, it's available, right? And more you study, more you will be learning how those business plans are made. Some more tips that support claims with facts and avoid generalization. People do not like, particularly the investors, they do not like generalization, right? You should not generalize. Whatever facts you're presenting, that must be supported by research, right? That must be supported by facts and figures. Avoid overusing industry jargon. People, those who are investing, may not be technically or professionally competent to understand the jargon. So don't confuse them with the jargon, right? Use as simplistic business plan as possible. Make it interesting. Don't bore people listening to your business plan. Try to make it interesting so that you generate interest. And unless you generate interest, you will not attract funding. Use spreadsheet to generate the financial forecast. We will be sending you electronic spreadsheet for income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. The moment you open that Excel worksheet, it will be crystal clear to you that what information does it is asking. And the moment you start filling the figures, it is going to automatically do the calculation itself, and your projection should be ready. Keep your plan crisp. I do not want your business plan to be more than 10 to 12 pages or maximum 15 pages long, right? Most of the business plan you will see, right, is 10, 15, 20 pages, right? It's not the quantity or the number of papers you are using in your business plan, but it is the quality you are incorporating, how crisp it is, how intelligently you have planned it, and how interesting you have made it. And tell the truth always. In your business plan, you're not telling a story, you should be telling a truth. Then only you will be able to, you know, make it interesting and attract funding. A plan must pass three tests, as they say. It must pass reality test, competitive test, and the value test. So, what is reality test? You have to prove that a market really exists for your product or service. You can actually build or provide it for the cost estimate in the plan. Second one is competitive test. You have to prove that your company's position relative to its customers, management's ability to create a company that will gain an edge over its rival. As I said, you will always be having competitors, right? So, how you are having an edge over our competitors? If you are able to prove that, it will make your business plan desirable. And the last thing is the value test. You have to prove that a venture offers investors or lenders an attractive rates of return or high probability of repayment. Your investors should be looking at what is the ROI to their investment, what return on investment they would be getting. So, obviously, if you could convince them that they will be getting a higher rate of return, right, they would be interested. That's one thing. And how you're going to repay their original investment in the form of profits or in the form of repaying their original capital would make it an interesting business plan. And then comes presentation of your business plan. Let's say you have been asked to make presentation to a group of investors, private equity firm, etc. You must prepare. Demonstrate enthusiasm, but don't be over emotional. Start by communicating the dynamic opportunity your business idea is offering. Hook investors quickly with an upfront explanation of the venture, its opportunity, and how it is going to benefit them. Uh, while students make business plan presentation, we give them opportunity to use visual aids like PowerPoint presentation and hit the highlight, focus on the details later. You have got very limited amount of time. Like when four students make the presentation, each person gets only 3 minutes. So out of four people, the first person would be talking about executive summary and other details, creating the first-hand impression about the whole business plan. The second person talks about the strategy. Third person talks about marketing. And the last person talks about the finances. And each person will have only 3 minutes. Sometimes you might think that 3 minutes is very less. But when I've seen people making presentation, sometimes even 3 minutes sounds too long. So your presentation, should hit the highlight. You should not be giving too much detail. Because anyway, we will be having your detailed business plan. If I want to have more information about certain areas, I can always go through your detailed plan. Keep your presentation crisp, two or three major points in everything. Avoid overloading your audience with technological jargon that I have already told you. You should be answering lender or investor's question. They will always be expecting what's in it for me. And unless you answer them, make them satisfied, right, they are not going to invest, or they will not be interested in your business idea. Close by reinforcing the nature of the opportunity. Be prepared with details for the questions investors are likely to ask. So you can always expect that what questions probably the prospective investors might ask, and you should be prepared beforehand. Learn to read the pattern of investors' questions and address the issue that concern them. Follow up with every investor to whom you make your presentation, right? Even sometimes after presentation, you need to follow up because the people, those who are having money, are busy with many things, right? Follow with them, right? And make them interested to make investment in your business. Last but not the least, your 17th slide tells about 5 C's of credit. People would be giving money to your business idea provided um, tell them that your capital is safe. You will have the capacity to pay their investment back, or you are providing collateral to their investment, and you show that you have got the character. So show your strong character, bring your experiences or what you have done in past, if that goes to your credit, on the table, and make them understand and appreciate that you honestly believe in your business idea and you're going to make it successful. And finally, the condition, these are known as the 5 C's of credit. Friends, this is the most important chapter of your course, Entrepreneurship. Business plan, as you have to make a business plan, would get you 60 points for your course grade. So it's very, very important making your business plan and making a presentation of it. Thank you.